What's up, guys? Nolan here, and things just got very interesting leading into the end of the year thanks to this interview with Nikita and Pestily. Because of this information from this interview, it is now confirmed that we are going to get an extremely important patch, but it's actually likely to be the biggest patch in Escape from Tarkov history in the next 2 months here. So the TLDR for all of the information from this interview is, first things first, don't expect to see Arena. Lightkeeper might be ready, but it sounds like they want that to be a surprise. There will be brand new systems around in-raid dialogue and interaction for him and other traders as well. There will also be a new boss, but that could be a clue that Lightkeeper is coming for sure. More on that later. Underbarrel grenade launchers and lots of new guns are coming next patch. There's at least 2 or 3 surprise features coming next patch, one of which Nikita was smiling a lot about when discussing it. The new grouping system where you stay in your squad and even before you get to the lobby where you can see what everyone is wearing and what they're using to coordinate better is being pushed hard for this patch. You also stay in the squad between raids and deaths. Nikita sees this as very important, and again, that's not confirmed, but they are pushing hard to get that in the next patch. They're bringing in some new offline co-op mode options, as well as hideout stuff, possibly even new add-ons or stations for the hideout. There will be new skills, and some old skills will be reworked, changing how they work in-game specifically, as well as when you max them out, what they do. Then we can't forget that Streets Part 1 is now finished, and they plan to release it / will release it in the next major patch. They are working on final optimizations for it, but both from Nikita and the others that I've talked to at BSG, they are all very excited and confident that it is, if not already, it will be ready for our next major patch. Nikita, I think, even slipped up a little and accidentally almost said it will be released.
Is the first iteration targeted to be for the next wipe?
This first iteration will be, we plan to release it this year, before the new year.
I'm sure he's been trying to make sure not to say things like that because he immediately said planned there. But like I said, between that interaction and the others, I'm extremely confident that Streets Part 1 will be in our next patch. Now, the big question here is when. I have to be honest, I don't see them doing anything sooner than mid to late December at this point, while Nikita specifically said, quote, plan to release this year, before the new year, when referring to Streets Part 1. It's been years since they haven't done a wipe around New Year's, and New Year's has always been when they try to get the best stuff that they've been working on in-game. Everything points to a patch mid to late December that will bring all of these features just discussed, including Streets and possibly Lightkeeper along with a wipe. I already talked about this on Twitter and in the comment section and on Discord, so a lot of people are asking now, what is the size of Streets Part 1? I've done several videos on this, and I'm potentially worried about spoilers because a lot of it, if not all of it, ended up being right. So I'd like some feedback on what you guys think I should do, because if I wanted to go and create a map of what Streets is going to look like, I'm all but certain that I will know exactly what it looks like, but then past that, we don't exactly know what parts are part of Streets Part 1, so it might not end up being useful anyway. Again, please give me some feedback on that. Generally speaking though, Nikita has said in the past that Streets Part 1 is about roughly the size of 4 interchanges put together. I'll link my most recent videos talking about Streets in the description if you guys want to go check those out. Now, as I mentioned earlier, Nikita saying there will be a new boss is a hint to me that Lightkeeper is finished, as Lightkeeper has his bodyguard Antlerman, aka Zerachi, which will be considered a boss. Originally, there was supposed to be a boss with Streets Part 1, but several months ago, Nikita said that the car dealership boss, which was supposed to be that boss, will not be part of Streets Part 1. They are not going to have him in for the first iteration of Streets, so I think that points to Antlerman coming, and I don't think that they would add him without Lightkeeper, but maybe I'm wrong. We'll have to wait and see. While we're on that subject, there's supposed to be a whole lot of bosses on Streets, but that car dealership boss, which is supposed to have a light machine gun, is supposed to be the first for the location. So a bit of speculation here. I'm thinking because they don't have light machine guns ready, they don't have him ready, and because they wanted to move light machine guns back, that's when Nikita said that that first boss is not going to be a part of Streets Part 1. Now, that doesn't mean they're not going to surprise us with some stuff, so we'll see what happens. So to conclude this video and sum things back up, as of right now, bare minimum, we will be getting a very interesting patch before the end of this year. As always, it's not carved in stone when it comes to dates and stuff like that from BSG. They just don't give that information anymore, so we have to do the best that we can with what we have. In order of most likely to least likely, we have the wipe. I think it's practically guaranteed that they wipe with this New Year's patch. The timing is pretty open, and I'll be honest, especially with this patch and the features they have in particular, I actually wouldn't be surprised if it goes past New Year's within reason, but I am confident that they're pushing as hard as they can to hit a date they clearly have in mind before the end of this year. Nikita even said that himself again, before the new year. So again, they are clearly pushing for before the end of the year. Now, this is going to be me saying this, so remember that. Streets Part 1 is ready. You can take that to the bank, even though Nikita won't say the words on purpose, at least himself. I've seen enough from BSG to say that myself. The new boss, new guns, new gear, bug fixes, and optimizations, all that were said are ready, as well as the stuff that always comes with these patches. Lightkeeper is definitely a bit less likely, but between the timing, the new boss thing, and the fact that they want him to be a bit secretive, I'm still thinking he's ready. I'm just way less confident about him than Streets and the other stuff. The armor hitbox changes were not mentioned. It's possible that they show up, not the pouches and rig stuff, just the armor hitboxes. Then lastly, for the big stuff at least, I can practically guarantee that we do not see Arena. It was never officially planned to release this year. The only thing that was possible was closed testing, and that doesn't seem even ready yet, so Arena is a no in my book. Nikita did say several times that there will be surprises though, so we'll see what happens. Like I mentioned before, give me some feedback on some of this stuff, as well as let me know what you guys think. That is what the comment section is for. I don't know about you guys, but I'm pretty damn excited. Otherwise, that's going to do it for today. If you like this video, there is a button for that, and subscribe for more like it. That button is also a thing. For the latest Tarkov news, check this out. For the latest Tarkov-like news, check this out. Follow me on Twitter or join the Discord, both linked below. Otherwise, thank you very much for watching, and I hope you have a nice day. See you guys.